recording?
Yes, we're recording, but we can throw out the beginnings if we need to. Well, Eduardo, really appreciate you being here and having spent all the time with the graphics seminar and then doing extra classes for us.
Thank you.
But I thought it might be fun for some of the people that didn't get to come to get to know you a little better. And maybe you could tell us just a few minutes about what your life was like before balloons.
My life before balloons, I'm an engineer, electrical engineer. I worked with 10 years making projects in industrial control, marketing, and then I started to sell candy. I had a candy store, and to improve the sales, I tried to make some promotion. I started to use balloons, 260, and then I started to sell 10 times more candy using balloons. So I started to sell balloons too. First of all, making a twisting, and then a balloon decor.
Wow, big. Now, how did you happen to get over to doing all this full time and teaching instead of doing so many decorations yourself?
Yeah, I started teaching 13 years ago, and I worked making a balloon decor for 10 years. Then I stopped to make a balloon decor just to have time to make research of balloon technique. And then I'm now 2 years and a half working just to training program and making research to find new techniques to balloon uses.
Well, that sounds like an exciting thing to be able to spend full time focused on developing and learning all the things that you want for yourself. What are some of the favorite things that you have found new over the last several years when you've been focusing on the research and the teaching?
Sorry?
What are some of the new things that you've done over the last 2.5 years since you went full time focusing on the research and on the teaching?
Yeah, well, usually my great market was the corporate customers, so it must be inexpensive and very fast to do, because sometimes it's huge, it's big. And so I developed techniques that make faster, and how can I say, I train my staff to make them faster too. So not the technique for the balloon use, but also to the staff to make it faster.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, are some of these techniques in the way you handle and tie and inflate balloons, and some of them in the kinds of decorations that you make?
Yes, that's true. For example, to inflate balloon, for 5 inches balloon, sometimes we use the mouth instead of inflator. We discovered that one staff can inflate 4,000 balloons normally. And what else? To make a garland, we have some techniques too, to make it very faster, to measure balloons also. And we choose always the fastest techniques. So when the staff start to learn these techniques, he feels like more, not professional. Yeah, I think it's professional. So they start to like what they're doing, and they usually start working half time with balloon, and then she wants to work just with balloons. It's amazing.
I see. And what are some of the things that you have been teaching here on this tour in the States to help people be faster and do bigger, more professional decorations?
Sorry?
What are some of the things that you have been teaching here on this tour to help people become faster and do bigger decorations?
If I announce that is a fast technique, I think nobody will come to the training. So I announce the techniques, and then during the class I show the technique to make faster. For example, to measure and to inflate the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is to cut to 60, what else? to make a spiral form with 260 and other things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I know we were certainly impressed with how fast you were able to load balloons and building the big wall here at the thing. It timed out at 52 balloons in only 44 seconds. You loaded them in a string in the framework. That was over 4,000 balloons an hour if you kept that up. That was amazing.
I think I could be better. It was the first time. And your technique is fantastic. It's easy using the link loom. So I didn't know this first time, and how can I say, my hand is faster, but I think it could be faster.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing that, and maybe put the challenge out there to some others to see if they can do it as fast as you.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I know also on this tour you've been showing off some new tools and materials that Silver Rainbow is producing. What are some of those that you've been showing off?
Oh, the rings, or the hoops, right? It's amazing. I love it. That's because usually use aluminum rod. It's very hard to make rings. And I saw another application of these ropes, but I think John didn't like it, but it's amazing. I broke the ring. I used like an arch. It's amazing. It's very fast to do. It's almost ready to make an arch. And I make a cake, but using 646. It's very amazing format, but we can do more, much more. I have a piece of balloon decor called mandala. Some people in America know what that means. It's round, using a plain arch, plain garland, and it's beautiful. I like it for do this too. But I'm thinking to another application of this ring. The balloon sizer, the new one, is amazing. I love it. It's hard. I can measure exactly and very fast. Probably I can use in Brazil. I would like to take this to Brazil and teaching my classes to use this balloon sizer. The other one is the balloon drop balls, right? I really like it because we're using just nets, the balloon net pro, I think so. Using the rings and the balloon drop, it's easier, faster, and safe. For me, the balloon decor, it must be safe because when we sell balloon drop, we don't sell balloon, we sell the effect. So it must be safe, and this product is very safe.
Well, that sounds good. It sounds like you've not only brought a lot of good things to America from Brazil, but you're taking a few good things back with you.
Yeah,
and that's a nice way to trade back and forth.
Yes, yeah. I think Brazil will love the American ideas and American technique and new product I saw here.
Well, we're glad you were able to come and spend the time teaching classes with us at the Rouse About Graphics Seminar. And I know you're moving on to Richmond, and you've been to several places and are going on to Balloon Camp too. We'll look forward to seeing the reports of all these other adventures you've had and having you back to visit with us again at a later trip.
Yeah, I had a big adventure today. I was in the city Athens in Georgia, in front of the University of Georgia, using the Clemson shirt. They told me that's not safe to use this shirt there.
Well, we're glad that you didn't pick up a Georgia t-shirt and wear it here to Clemson territory.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.